What's up, Miamians? It's your neighborhood, I Jolie, and this is How to Make It in Miami. Today, I have the wonderful opportunity to interview DJ Gio.
Yes.
And we're here in the 954.
954 Ultra Lounge, my home club.
So rep your set.
Yes.
What part of 954 you repping?
Miramar, most definitely. That's my hometown. That's the city that raised me. I was born in Dade, North Miami Beach, but obviously there was no hospitals in Miramar. And my family moved over to Miramar in 91. And I've been here ever since. I'm a full-time DJ. I put all of it into it. A couple of years ago, that was the biggest thing for me, was to make sure that I can do this full-time, let it be promotion-wise and all that. And that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. How long have you been DJing?
Right now, I've been DJing since 2005, and that was my junior year in high school. And it started from like, let it be just having get-togethers at my house. Really, my parents are from Haiti, and I know. Yes, shouts out South Paseo of Mazos. And if they know, like I know, having been first generation, of parents being from Haiti, you have to build your own type of culture in your neighborhood. And so my parents loved the idea of having my friends over and just playing music. So yes, I downloaded a whole bunch of music, and I would go to these events and parties, and I said I can do it myself. And that's where it started, really, from the basement.
So you never had to go to like school or anything, you just learned the system just on your own?
That's a good question. At first it was self-taught, just going to parties, and I've been blessed to be around some amazing, DJs in the past. So I was one of those guys that asked those type of questions. So I went first I was downloading a lot of music, and then rest in peace to my brother DJ Rob Lowe, my mentor, or one of my mentors that gave me my first book of CDs. And that was the culture at first, having CDs. But what I would do is take the CDs and just put it in my laptop and just have all these like songs I couldn't find on the internet. And so I was kind of on the first wave of DJs, going from using CDs to going to a laptop or going like that. And I remember that wave took off. A lot of DJs that were in the game way before me were completely surprised by me doing it on the laptop. Let it be DJ Rhymer or DJ Rob Lowe. Rhymer would be the City Girls DJ. Shout out to my brother Fat Boy Rhymer.
Yeah, he's a Carrot City native.
Yes, he took me to my first strip club. Went to 3 strip clubs in one night, and imagine. He took me to Take One, then we went to the Lex, and then we went to the Main. In like one night, and that's what we were doing. I was petrified. I was like, but he would have me amongst some of these great DJ Nasty. Now, I don't even know if Nasty remembers this story, but DJ Nasty, Sam Sneak, they were running the clubs and things of that nature. A lot of other DJs too. And Rhymer would just be like, let my young bull get on, let my young bull get on. And I would come with my laptop, and it would just be an aux cord to that. And I could blend the songs like a little bit faster than they could do with CDs. And I that's where I got my name.
But it was a system you was using?
Yes, virtual DJ.
Okay.
The first virtual DJ. Before we got to Serato, virtual DJ kind of led the whole DJ game. It was free, and all you needed was just an aux cord. But there was definitely, sometimes your cord could be bad, and there was a sound discrepancy sometimes. So when Serato came out, it's kind of like the new level that we're all using now. That perfected everything. That's what most DJs are on now, at least if you're professional in the club right now.
Do you think you had the ups on older DJs by coming in with like that digital system?
Yes, I think I did. I think I surprised a lot of them too. And I'm in the last like 80 babies. I feel like I'm the last of the dying breed. So there was you could recall there was an era of like everything going from like CDs to digital, and we all had to learn that. And I was quick with technology. That was something that I was passionate about. In school was like computer technology and things of that nature. So I was fascinated that I can use a wire from my laptop and play into big speakers. So that was just me playing in the basement, and somebody actually booked me because I can do that. And that's where I felt like I had the upper hand versus having to have. Before CDs, there were vinyls. Literally, people had to bring crates into the club. Thank God I wasn't part of that era. And then the CDs, they would still bring 3 books of CDs in a flashlight, searching through CDs and having to always make new mixes because you can't just have one CD with one song. You gotta make a CD full of all the hot songs. And I felt like I definitely had the upper hand for a little while before everybody caught on. And I was very proud of that though.
Okay. And so what clubs are you DJing at these days?
Currently, right now, I'm at my home club, 954 Ultra Lounge. Saturday, I'll be at Camp South each and every Saturday. That's at Club Vault. Y'all don't want to miss that. That's a new great event. I'm glad to be a part of that.
Me too.
I got to be there through good relationships, so and that worked out nicely. And then Sundays I'm at either BB Sundays or you catch me at the Cave at night. So.
Okay, he's DJ Khaled, but I don't know. He doesn't DJ. It's like he makes mixes. Like how does that work? Does DJs want to be at that level at some point, or do you want to always mix music?
That's a great question too as well. I'll say this, Khaled comes from DJing.
Okay.
He was a club DJ for sure. He was doing exactly what we were all doing now. He was in the club ripping it up. So to any other DJs, you that's what the standard is. It's to actually DJ. There's no levels to this without DJ.
Okay.
What Khaled does today is a product of DJ.
Okay.
And what he does now, he is also a coordinator of music. It would be like a Kirk Franklin of it.
Okay.
So that's what Kirk Franklin would necessarily come up with. Khaled's responsible for some of the quotes and the writings of the song, and he's responsible for putting the pieces together, like putting this artist with this artist. It's very strategic what he does. And he also actually has producers as well. I don't want to speak on behalf of Khaled, but I just, from what I see on paper, is that he produces, he comes up with some of the songs, and he's having these artists kind of rap his dreams, his vision. Okay. And for me, that's exactly what I love to do too. Okay. So I'm in the studio with a lot of artists right now. Okay. I'm hoping my next level of DJing. I think I conquered a lot of my dreams and goals with DJing, but would be tour DJing would probably be next.
Okay. So you're looking for an artist?
Looking for an artist.
So speaking of some of the artists that you named in Miami, I'm gonna ask you, who do you think are the top 5? South Florida. I have to say South Florida these days because Miami we're bridging the gap right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're South Florida.
South Florida, yes, yeah. And I think we all, we're on the same boat when Broward, Dade, and West Palm Beach too. I think we're all on the same accord. The rest of Florida is Florida.
Yeah,
but we
can all listen to 99 Jams.
100%, yeah, 99 Jams.
That's how we gonna do it.
Of all time?
Yeah, let's say all time.
Okay, I have this kind of criteria first. And I'll explain that. It's kind of obviously your influence, your your success, your actual skills, things of that nature. I'm gonna say number 1 is Rick Ross. Not that he's better than number 2, who would be Trick Daddy or anything like that. It's just that his influence has reached a different type of level of fandom, if you will. So just on the success alone. But talking about the most influential person is my number 2, just Trick Daddy. When you think about Dade County, you cannot outthink that without thinking Trick. Then my number 3 is Trina. I was struck with that, but I think Trina's the 3rd greatest Miami artist of all time. It's just also her success, her influence, and things of that nature. Number 4 is gonna be the Iceberg. I mean, for the last 10, 15 years since I've heard of him, I don't think I've been to a party without hearing Iceberg in the city. From Dade to Broward to every place I've ever been, all the way up to Orlando, DJing in Gainesville, people they remember that, what his original songs did. I'm gonna say number 5 all time, I'm gonna say JT Money. Okay. Just giving shout out to the legend, another legend that between him and Uncle Luke, they're tied right there. There it goes, I don't know if in the last 15 years if their music reflects like Iceberg does, but I know all time their music has still lived forever. Yes. Their classics have lived forever. Iceberg's still just making more relevant music right now. That makes me think he's number 4 legend. But I'm gonna tie, I'm gonna cheat by putting JT Money and Uncle Luke.
He was a DJ, right?
Uncle Luke was
because he was the booty shaker, right? It was
but he was actually an artist.
So he wasn't a DJ.
Yeah, no, Uncle Al is probably DJ. Uncle Al was definitely.
He's the one passed away.
He's the one that passed away. The legendary Uncle Al. Okay. Oh my goodness, his music is legendary. That's the voice. That's what I hear when I think about Miami, just that Uncle Al voice.
So, but do you think that we still have that type of music? Or do you think we should still have that type of wave of music?
We should, and I think that we didn't embrace that juke culture that we had. There was an era after the booty shaking era, and that was that juke era. And we still have it. There's so many dances that we're still creating, but we gotta embrace it. There's still some young guys still holding down the wave Like, of course, you got your young Gordons right now. Those guys right now are still holding on the way, but we should really embrace that DJ Chipman dancing music, that Uncle Al, that grind mode, that juking music, that JR. You know, there's so much in there. I don't even know why I even started saying names. They, you know, y'all know, like I know, there was a whole wave of people making just great juking music, and it still feels so good in the club today. Like, it's, you know, I'm reminded to play that type of music everywhere. Weddings, Gio, make sure you get to that Dade County juking music. Get to that Dade music.
They want to dance.
They want to dance, and you play those classics, and you know, the classics.
So we got to get some of them on your albums. We got to get some of them.
Got to get the juking song.
Yeah.
I do got some too, so I got a slide song for you. I do got one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is something you would say to your younger self?
Tap into God first. Okay. Very quick. Like, I know my younger self loved God, but I don't know if he had a strong relationship with Jesus as much as I do now. And I felt like that shift in my life was easily the best liquor that ever happened to me. I remember like being in some dark places, and within like getting closer with tapping in with God, and you know, knowing my influence on my city. And I remember like 21 days just of praying and asking, like, you know, I just want to DJ. I don't want no other job. I just want to strictly DJ. And once that happened, it was back-to-back connects. All my old connects or old promoters hit me back up. And then I realized, like, you know, staying cool, staying relevant, and the way to stay relevant is to treat people good. I mean, you'll get opportunities like this. Like this beautiful opportunity right here, this platform. That's all I tell myself for sure. Yes.
I know you represent the 954.
Yes, but I was born in Dade, so I can talk about it a little bit.
So how do you make it in Miami?
Just keeping your face card clean has kept me alive, I believe. Like, not owing nobody, or like, you know, like, I think that's the way to survive Miami. Like, we have such a, you know, our gun laws make us very defensive, I believe. I think that's subconscious, though. I don't know if people in Miami know that, or Broward, or, you know, West Palm, talking about South Florida. I don't think people know how defensive we are sometimes. And I have seen people fold when I'm like, you know, let it be. Somebody may be going through the worst day, and you bump into them, you know, apologizing might just change his whole night. My bad, player, my bad, bro. Keeping my face card clean was so important and relevant to get to where I'm at right now. Like, I'm like, speaking of Rhymer, he was like, you know, my brother, he was right there DJing with me a few times. Now he's a City Girls DJ. But he taught me a lot of, like, I seen his, you know, how he would pound up everybody in the club. Everybody just run to him and love him. And I'm like, all right, that's how you do it. You know, you keep your face clean because you don't want no enemies. It's just, you know, people go through bad days. Just like try to compress that and just keep treating people good. I think having a good face card in Miami will give you so many opportunities. People want to work with you when they heard that you're good people. People are going to make those calls. This city is it's such a small world down here. Like, everybody knows everybody. Like, everybody knows everybody. You'll never be surprised. And it's so important to, like, make sure you put on a good face, because they will call those connects. Like, yo, your name will be brought up in meetings. Let it be from BB Sundays, Camp South, some of the great clubs that I've been in, The Cave. All those 3 great clubs, some of the best clubs I've been in my career, all came in together because my name was brought in to a conversation. What about DJ Gio? And when that conversation goes about, it's like, oh yeah, nah, I fuck with that boy. I rock with that boy. Oh, he good peoples. That's that's the number 1 rule right there. That's my first of the commandments right there. Yeah, go ahead and follow me. That's DJ Gio 954 on all social media. Tap in with me, man. Listen, I am willing and able to help out any way I can. So if you guys want to connect, if you want to work, I have Mogul Mondays for artists. Listen, we're looking for artists every single Monday out here at this 954 Ultra Lounge. So come check me out. Hit me in the DMs, man. I'm ready to work. And that's it.
Thank you.
You know it.
Learn how to make it in Miami with